Hello and welcome to the Internet Art Exhibition, where I find art on the internet and make fun of it. Really, it's not art though, it's just digital shit. Like I'm just curating sewage that someone somehow digitized and put on the internet. It's like Hacker from Cyberchase, this is his newest scheme. You remember Cyberchase? That was a show on PBS. That was a public television. I watched it on Iowa Public Television, IPTV. It's a pretty good show. Our first piece is a picture of a couple pieces, and it's a bunch of creepy-ass dolls. It looks like someone took the professor from Powerpuff Girls and cloned him 100 times and took the 10 least viable clones and put them down in the couch. It's like that one Bill Cosby show by Justin Roiland before he made Rick and Morty, where the Cosbys just kept getting like progressively weirder. I don't know, I'm pretty confused by this. I don't know why someone would take the time out of their day to make these weird-ass creepy dolls. They look like someone from an Indian animation production company wanted to make fan creations of their art. Like, you've seen those Indian production companies, those Indian, like, animation companies where it's, like, cheap, or not even just Indian, like Chinese, like the third world animation companies where they make really cheap garbage animations. It looks like someone saw one of those and was like, "Wowie zowie, I really want to make some great fan art of this, but all I have is a sewing needle, a bunch of old crusty pillows, and some clothes." That's just what this is. This is really putting me off. A couple of these guys are just black holes. That one guy in the middle there just doesn't even have eyes. He's just two black holes. It's pretty creepy here. I don't like it. I don't like looking at it. I'm done with this. 2 out of 10. There we go. That's a good rating, right? Out of 10, right? What would we be without with some good old-fashioned gun-controlled Donald Trump piece of thing? Would this even be considered a political cartoon? Can you even call it a political cartoon if it's just Photoshop or MS Paint? I mean, it's Han Solo, right, with Donald Trump's hat on him, and it says, "I'll shoot on all," and then notice no guns allowed. I don't even know what this is trying to say. Pro-gun control, anti-gun control? I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. You know, I'm just confused at what the author's trying to, what the artist is trying to portray here. Is it trying to portray that Donald Trump is bad because he wants everybody to have guns, or is it portraying Donald Trump as a good guy because he's Han Solo? Like, that's Han Solo. Han Solo's a good guy. Like, if you want to villainize Donald Trump, you don't want to put his head on the fucking Han Solo of anyone in the Star Wars universe, and you chose Han Solo. Did you just Google guy with gun? Did you just put that into Google image search and Han Solo? Do you even know who Han Solo is? At this point, I don't even think you do, all right? I don't even think you know who Han Solo is. You just found a guy with gun. You just put fucking Trump's face on it. Oh God, you're getting a 0, just a hard 0 for that, because I don't know what the intent is. I do not understand. Art is what's the word I'm looking for? Art is very miasmic. And I'm saying that, and I don't mean it. Art can be interpreted. There we fucking go. I'm stupid. Art can be interpreted in any way, and I'm interpreting this as stupid. So it's 0. 0 is the final score. Final score is 0. All right, what's a Brent Daniel video without some blueberry inflation? I don't understand inflation. You know, I don't get it, and you know what? People can whack their dicks off to whatever they want, but the fact that blueberry inflation exists just because of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory really bothers me. Like a kid's book, and then a kid's movie, and then another kid's movie that was really creepy because Johnny Depp was in it. You know, that's the one thing you take away. Is a sexual fetish where people are blown up into fucking fruit. They're filled with juice. Like, would you want to put your dick in that? Because I swear to God, you put your dick in that and all the juices are going to fucking squeeze out the bottom. That's terrifying. That is a terrifying thought. Who is this supposed to be? Who is this character? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's an OC, but like, what? How does she still have cleavage if she's a blueberry? That's another thing I don't understand about these blueberry inflation fetishist pictures. How do they still have titties? The titties would just be expanded because the skin is expanding. So like there would be no titties. There'd be no titties, just be a big old round ball. How do you have cleavage if you're just round? If you're spherical, how do you have cleavage? I gotta push that question towards you. I gotta make you think outside the box, or think outside the blueberry, I guess. But this is fucking stupid. This is just kind of stupid. I'm sorry if you took a lot of time out of your day to MS Paint this shit up, but it's really dumb. Also, the fact that you couldn't even fix the white spaces in between the black lines and the color. Like, you couldn't take the time to fix that. I mean, the drawing is kind of shit regardless, but you couldn't take the time to fix that. Like, seriously, you just used the paint bucket tool. You drew a circle, you drew a face on there, you drew some titties, you drew some underwear because nobody wants to see a fucking blueberry vag, and then you just didn't fix any of it. Even when I was a kid and I was drawing shitty titty pictures in MS Paint, I made sure to get rid of the white space after I hit the paint bucket tool. You know, I at least had that going for me. You know, I at least had that going for me. You know, as -1 out of 10. Man, oh man, Five Nights at Freddy's and Crisis, my two favorite things combined. Oh boy! You know, I really just, this picture makes me feel a lot of things. Mostly just contempt. Just utter sheer contempt. I'm just, you know, I just don't know what to say, honestly. You know, I'm not gonna fuck myself up here. I might be wrong. Was this Source Filmmaker? Someone's gonna correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was just Source Filmmaker. You put some effort into it, I guess. You put some heads on some Crisis models. You did something there. You got a little Foxy, you got a little Chica, you got a little Fazbear, you got a little Bunny Bonnie. You know, you did something. You definitely made something. And you know what? I'm not going to attack you for that, dude. I'm not going to jump all over your dick, because if the Five Nights at Freddy's heads weren't there, I would have actually found this picture pleasing. But since the FNAF heads are there, I just am a little bit disappointed that you would take some time to make this. It's kind of made Daddy feel a little bit bad. You know, I look at this and I just kind of think, oh, really? People still like that stuff? People still think about Crisis and Five Nights at Freddy's? Because Crisis has been dead since Crisis 3. Like, let's just get that over with. Crisis is fucking dead. Nobody gives a shit about it. Actually, you could say Crisis was dead since Crisis 2. And I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I really don't. So I'm going to give it a neutral. That's my score. No numbers, no anything, just a neutral. I gave a 0 to the last one. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Ratings are arbitrary. Nobody gives a shit anyway. This next picture makes me feel empty on the inside. It's a man slowly turning into a minion, and then he says Beeth. And really what I'm seeing here is death. So that's all I'm going to give this picture, is a death. That's my rating. My rating is death. That's about all I can do. Oh man, some good old Gravity Falls fan art. Pain is Bildrius. Pain is Hildrius. Pain is Hildrius. Why is this? What the fuck is wrong with his hat? It looks like his hat is fucking Daffy Duck's bill. Like, seriously. And then he's also got something stabbed in him. Like, this straight up reminds me of my art as a kid. Like, I would do this shit. I would take cartoon characters and, actually, let me see if I can find one. Let me pull that up real quick. Oh yeah, here it is. I drew, I didn't draw that Pikachu. I found the Pikachu on Google, I think, and then I just drew shit around it that looked really edgy. Like brains and blood, and it's holding a knife, and, yeah, no, I think I drew this when I was, like, 12, I want to say. It was really stupid. No, I had to have been at least 13, because I think at the time I was in, like, 8th grade, like 8th or 7th grade, somewhere around there. But I thought this was really cool. I found a GIMP, the software editing tool, the software editing tool, what am I, stupid? The photo editing tool GIMP, which is like a cheap version of Photoshop, and I was like, oh cool, look at all this cool stuff I can do with Pikachu. He's got a burn, he's got bleeding out of his eyes, and he's got a knife, his tail is bitten off. I wanted to draw like zombies and shit, and I was kind of a weird kid, you know? I just kind of had some weird shit going on, and I thought it would be cool. So I'm going to give my picture a 10 out of 10 because it's amazing and I'm full of myself. But this Dipper picture, let's get back to the Dipper picture, which we were talking about. I'm going to give that a 3 out of 10 because fuck you. I didn't draw this. It doesn't look as amazing as the shit that I drew. Maybe I'm a little bit biased. Who knows? What would a Brandaniel video be without some male pregnancy, am I right, boys? This is, I believe, Hetalia. I've never seen it, but I think I was reading in the description of the picture that it is Hetalia. It's Hetalia male pregnancy. I think Hetalia is that one stupid fucking anime about, like, countries being people or something, and a lot of people liked it, and those people were stupid. When I was in community college, there were a couple people who really liked anime, and I tried to join the anime group, and I went to one meeting, and it was a terrible, terrible time. But one of them really liked Hetalia, and they would talk to me about it a little bit, and I just didn't care. Because, like, who gives a shit? Who absolutely gives a shit? So countries are fucking people. Boo hoo, cool idea. Rocks are people. Phones is people. Computer video games is people. Let's just make everything people and make show about it. You know, that's stupid. That's like the most basic fucking thing you can think of is, let's take this everyday thing, let's take a very, very simple thing and make it a people. You know, it's dumb. It's really dumb. But let's get back to this. They made this anime is about countries being made people, and this person made one of those country people pregnant. She's pregnant. My biggest thing is, where's his penis? If this is male pregnancy, where's his penis? I'm just assuming that it's a tumor because of all the cloning. They just don't have penises. And I know that doesn't make any sense, but let me think of a rating that I can get. It's a nice arbitrary number. I got to think of something good, something swell. 14 out of 712. Is that good? Does that get your goat? Alrighty. We're done with this one. This last one is just a reminder. I just want to remind everyone that there was a My Little Pony Fallout fanfiction and that it got hardcover releases. Fallout Equestria got hardcover releases and no one was sued by Hasbro or Bethesda. I just want to remind everybody of that because seriously, like, how the fuck did that happen? How did they get away with that? Like, fucking fanfiction published and nobody got sued. Nobody. Did anybody know about this? Or did they just not give a shit? Also, like, the covers look kind of nice. I actually do like a couple of them, but it's a fucking My Little Pony Fallout fanfiction that has 5 books. Five printed books. People own these books. What the fuck? What the absolute fuck? Does that make you feel a little bit more depressed about your life now that you know that? No rating. I just wanted to remind everybody that happened. I just wanted to show off the picture that I found of these all standing together because I forgot for the longest time that these were a thing. Like, seriously. These were printed. These were sold. The fuck? Thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. They're also things. And if you want to watch more internet art exhibition, click up in the top right-hand corner. If you want to watch a video that has nothing to do with my channel whatsoever, click in the bottom left-hand corner. If you want to buy shirts and shit, that's in the top left-hand corner. And I also have a Patreon because I'm human waste, and that's in the bottom right-hand corner. I wonder how long it's going to take for someone to fucking copyright claim my videos for using their art and making fun of it. If they're going to do that, I'm just going to laugh my ass off. I'll post it to Twitter. No worries. It'll be hilarious.